Public Works Department, if you did an analogy and looked at a vehicle, for example, the Public Works Department are the wheels of that vehicle. They are the department and operation that make your community go. If they do their job right, they're almost invisible. If they have trouble or they do their job poorly, they're one of the most visible departments in your organization.
My hope is that Public Works is perceived as responsive and professional, provide whatever services that the residents need. To say we never get any complaints, concern would not be true, but as we get those, we try to deal with them as quickly as possible.
The Parker Public Works Department's responsibilities are really very broad. They are responsible for parks, open space, for our streets and our bridges, and that's not just maintaining them, that's planning them, designing them, letting the contracts to build them, monitoring the contracts, monitoring the warranties, and then accepting those roadways in for maintenance.
What we do in the engineering department, we really have 6 major functions. We have 6 full-time staff engineers. We use a lot of outside consulting referral services in the town to minimize the amount of staff that we have here. We have a lot of meetings with developers, with a lot of our outside consultants to keep projects rolling. Here you can see the final product of our Dransfeld Road reconstruction project. This is a very narrow 2-lane road that was out here. We received a lot of complaints about it. And also the road is to support the existing businesses that are along Dransfeld Road here. A typical day for the engineering department is typically a lot of meetings, a lot of just pushing paper.
Streets Division is responsible for maintaining all that consists of our street network throughout the town.
Parker has consistently been the first community in the Front Range to be able to open up their subdivisions when we have some of these major snows.
We have 2 8-man shifts that run 8 plow trucks that remove snow, put down de-icing materials such as mag and salt.
Last spring, as example, we had a 100-year snowstorm. And Parker was one of the first communities to have their subdivisions opened up following that.
It takes my drivers approximately 2 hours to do a route. After every storm, we have a street sweeper out picking up all the material that has been left over. The sweeper operator runs Monday through Wednesday during the days, and he goes back out Thursdays and Fridays in the evenings. In the spring, we'll go out and work on road shoulders. We usually start with a herbicide to knock down the weeds, and we'll come back in with the mowers. In the summertime, the crews will go out and do larger road repair. They'll go in with a jackhammer, break up the asphalt, put new hot mix in using either a vibratory plate compactor or a roller, depending on the size of the job.
Stormwater Division. They're responsible for controlling runoff and all the detention and retention, the water quality features that go along with it.
The Stormwater Department is responsible for all storm drainage systems, whether it is private property or under the town's property. Recently we had a storm drain break in a private parking lot. We had to dig it out, remove the broken sections, replace it with a new pipe, put the landscaping and the parking lot back to its original condition.
We came out and the next day we were on it, opened up the hole, tore all this out, got it cleaned up, got our pipe in here. So actually the response time and getting this done is right at a week. So pretty good response time and getting her buttoned up.
Parks Department, they're charged with maintaining the park system. They mow the turf grass, be it sports field.
We have 5 fields that we prep, and at times there's 5 games that need to be prepped by 8 a.m. There's a lot involved. We need to work the clay, which is the playing surface of the infield. We need to scarify it, drag it, fill in all the holes so it's safe for all the players. Then they line it for play. We have several duties. We have 13.5 miles of trail that we maintain. We mow a 6-foot path on each side of the trail. We do it every other week, approximately 15 times a year, mainly for the safety of the residents and patrons of the trail system.
In real general terms, the town arborist is trying to create a pleasant future environment for the residents of Parker.
I am responsible for not only the maintenance of the trees within the town, and that includes pruning and pest control, but also selection and planting of new trees for the town. In addition, I do review all landscape plans that come through the town of Parker for commercial and residential development. We have almost 2,500 acres of open space within the town of Parker that I have to manage for noxious weeds.
We have brought in the spurge beetles from the Dakotas, which only eat the leafy spurge and actually eat both the plant and the roots. And they aren't harmful to anything else, not harmful to anything else in the environment. And we've been using that as a natural control for leafy spurge, as well as mowing and in some cases some selective spraying. So I guess when we look at how we might solve the problem, we usually don't settle on the first answer. We try to settle on a program that sort of captures a number of different ways, and we try to be as environmentally sensitive as we can.
I do deal with the public quite a bit. I am here as a resource for the public, particularly as pertains to their common spaces and parks and green belts within their communities and for developers, but I'm also available to answer questions for them on an individual homeowner basis.
We have several special events in the town of Parker. The Parks Department assists the Streets Department in organizing and carrying out certain functions. We're there to assist the vendors, the Chamber of Commerce, and we're also there to work the parade.
When it comes to the Parker Country Festival or the carriage parade that happens around Thanksgiving, that really couldn't happen without the involvement of certainly Public Works and the Police Department.
Public Works involvement is we provide traffic control, ensure the safety. We set up traffic barricades, we close streets.
Public Works has particularly taken the small town theme of town of Parker to heart with their decorating of the downtown area, with the project that they have where school kids paint the globes on the Parker lights for Halloween and for Christmas.
That's something they enjoy seeing. Their parents like coming down and seeing Johnny or Susie's globe that he or she decorated setting up there. So it's kind of a small town sense of ownership, if you will.
These folks are out there every day looking for the things that they not only ought to be doing, but things that they can do to improve the way Parker looks, the way our roads operate, the way our signals operate, how our parks are maintained, and then what can they do? What's that next step that they can take to just add a little more value to that?
A lot of what Public Works does goes unnoticed. We're kind of in the background. A lot of what we do, we consciously do at slow times of the day when most of the residents are gone to Denver Tech Center for work.
In my 25 years of experience in the government sector, that they are by far and away the most exceptional Public Works department I've dealt with.
Anything that comes up, we're available.
We are public servants. We're here to make a difference, but we do need public input.
For more information, you can contact Public Works at 303-840-9546 or go to the website www.parkeronline.org.